Hey folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Factorio, or What the Factorio, with Bobs and Angels mods. Spent a fair amount of time in between episodes, just tuning a few things, making sure that our train stations were all done, getting a few loads over here, you know, doing some gun stuff and things like that. I think I put down some more of the sorters, although some of them are still being dead-ended while this thing is being emptied out, for example, just to make sure there's a lot of throughput, but most of it is sitting idle, so it's mostly just like getting some stuff expanded for the future more than anything else. We got a very slow trickle of copper ore coming down here now, because if you recall, we actually were a little bit lower on some of the mines. Apparently it's not the Stidorite mining, though. It's the, what is it, Crotinium mine? I think that's what's supposed to be flowing in here. Yeah, from right here. Yeah, that's backlogged, which is okay, because there's really not a lot coming in there. But you can see this mine here. Woo, it's really starting to run low. So we'll have to do something about that in a scooch. But for now, what we're going to do is try to figure out what the hell we're doing. It took me like ages. Like, what were we doing? Oh yeah, oil products. I have a vague memory of doing some stuff with oil products over here. So we're going to see what we can do. I think I might move this, just because the location's a little awkward. Now, we don't really have to, like, pull all these outputs out. Like, the throughput's going to be so slim, and most of these trains are going to be sitting here for ages, sitting around, like, not being emptied, because I don't think we're actually going to use a lot. But I thought, you know what? Instead of doing the stuff I normally do and under-designing our train station, let's go ahead and, like, do the whole crazy design in case we need lots of this stuff for some reason. I mean, it's just the ore. So I'm thinking it's probably not required, and I probably spent, like, way too much effort doing this. For all I know, we only need, like, one giant stockpile of it one time. Like, just fill up a warehouse, and it's going to be good forever. But we'll see. So I guess for now, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to pull off one line from each of these. And maybe even, like, I could even merge them up just to keep this going. But let's deal with that after. Let's just have you come across the rail as minimally as possible. And yeah, we'll sort out the rest afterwards. So same thing here, across the rail. I guess I can go one further maybe, because I'll get you to come over this way, and you're going to come over this way, like that. So I probably way overdid it for this, but part of me is like, no, there's going to be some other bullshit stuff I'm going to have to deal with, and yada, yada, yada. There's the other train, and yeah, they're mostly just going to sit around here and never really empty. Well, especially not if I don't actually, you know, pull stuff off the other lines, but that's going to be okay. So you, what's your production cycle? 2 seconds. So you can use a yellow. Here, I'll use a red, just because, you know, it looks like more natural for this to go like that, even though it does use extra power. Maybe they've got some other balancing feature in this mod. To make it work, to make it have a point in using the reds. I don't know. Let's just run the power around that way. All right, so you're gonna start dumping in there. And what else do you need? Oh yeah, the metal catalysts. And so for this, you do need the iron plates. Now, I think I'm actually going to be super lazy and crazy here. And actually, do we have electric ones? I don't think we do. I don't think we have electric smelters, do we? Because they would be here, wouldn't they? Stone this, that. Oh, it's just going to smelt the plates here. Do we have any fuel we can... Oh, yeah. I mean, there's a big coal mine right over here. We just steal a little bit of that. Let's do that for now. I know. It's insane. That's fine. A little craziness. So tell you what, let's do this. We're gonna do bump. We're gonna get you to come this way, and you're gonna come out over this way. This is nuts, but I don't have faith that this is correct. So I'm like, I don't want to overinvest in something which probably gonna be all screwed up and stupid anyway. That's part of what's going on here. You cut that out, and we're gonna steal a line of this stuff. Maybe right over here. We'll have to build more transport lines than we might need to otherwise, but it's gonna be okay. Now I think, oops. You know what? Let's just do this. one of the things, we do have the logistics transport network done. Like, we have the tech. We can't build it yet because we still need plastics for the electronic circuits, but that's what we're working on now. I'm wondering if the logistics network would let us do like just one stop over here and do things a little bit more intelligently. Like, can one stop request, I need iron ore now, I need copper ore now, I need plates now, and then we use filters or something to organize it. Might be possible. I don't know. I have these steel mixing furnaces over here. What I'm going to do, and I'm going to abuse the long reach mod a lot, way over here somewhere, I have a box filled with old... Ooh, not there. I have a box somewhere with just old school steel furnaces. I thought, well, I don't know where they are. So you know what? We'll use the metal mixing ones over here. Because that's chemical ones. We're not going to use that. And so let's go like this. So you're simply going to make iron plates from iron ore. Done. Like that. I don't know. We'll use blues. I don't even know if we need it, but let's just go ahead and do that. So you need some power. Do something like that. You're going to come around this way, that way. I mean, I could have put things in slightly different positions. Maybe we could have gone with, you know, the inserter reach stuff to make this work a little bit better and smoother, but this is going to be fine. What's your production cycle? 4 seconds. You need to do slightly more than one swing per. With stacking, we might not need this, but let's just go ahead and use the blues. Why not? And your output is 10 of them, so we're definitely going to dump with blues. In fact... 10 of them every 4? Yeah, so again with stacking we might be okay, but let's go ahead and just do that. Boom, boom, boom. And go. And... oh, right, you need to reach from there. Copy, paste, paste. There we go. Now you are producing. Not as quick as me might like. That'll probably be input starved, but that's fine. And not that it matters, but I'm going to get this guy to offset on the opposite side here. Just because there might be some stacking and backlog, and that'll happen later on. So the production's going to be slow. But that's okay. So... you're now... oh, they're really hard to see. But that's now happening. How's your cycle speed? Oh, we definitely need a blue to grab. And then, so 2 seconds you produce 10. So we definitely need blues to offload. Possibly in pairs. We're going to grab you, offset you on this side, copy, paste, paste, paste. There we go. Now, does anyone remember, because for me, it's actually been a while. I took a break, I was watching some Netflix while I was reorganizing things. What the hell am I doing with these red frickin' catalysts? Is it you? Oh yeah, put down a little bit more power too, because this thing really soaks in the juice. But we're really good on power now. Yes, it is you. You need the naphtha, which in theory... how come you don't even have any sitting in your input? Now, you don't have any steam yet. We'll have to get some water. I wonder if there's any, like, water wells you can do rather than bring it here. But anyway, that's fine. So, you're going to be releasing a liquid. I'm going to assume we're just going to run some sort of pipe. Hey, you might go into one of those tanks. So, I will likewise assume that we're going to run something like this, and your production cycle is 4 seconds, and you only need 1. So, we'll just use... I guess I'll use the yellows then, since we actually didn't do this quite the way we'd want. You're going to go and drop off over there. And a power like that. And so with that, What I'll do is I'll go another step lower because we'll have enough room for another production area. So you're coming in here. Now this is also going to output the spent cartridges, the spent whatever's here. Oh, there you go. And you've loaded the naphtha. Now you don't have the steam yet. So I guess I'm going to have to pump water in. But I'm sure a lot of things are actually going to need water over here, so it's probably okay to do that. Do I have the ability to make a pump by hand? Yes, I do. An offshore pump, that is. We're getting some things blown up over there. We're starting to run a little low on guns, but I think it's going to be okay. Let me go and put the pump, say, not a pump jack. I misclicked. You here. And I'll just use a bunch of these undergrounds because I have a good number of them. Where are you? There you are. And let's just run out this way. I guess that's fine. I'm not actually going to be storing water here. Let's put a little corner. Like that. And then another one like this. To there. Sure. Ooh, not to here. Over this. And just to avoid more crisscrossing and stuff later on, we'll do this. Okay. You are now producing steam. Woo! It's burning! And you are putting propane in here. Good. So propane is now being stored in here. And I think it's just bouncing back and forth in the pipes and some... Oh, it's spreading from here to the others. That's what's happening. It fills here and then it drains to the others. That's why I keep getting confused. So if I just take the one that's furthest away, it's steadily going up. Aha! Aha! All right. Now, I'm assuming this thing is going to create a ridiculous amount of steam. I mean, for 1.5 megawatts, I would hope that it produces a crazy amount of steam. So it'll probably be able to power lots of things. So we are now... not getting propane because you are full on your output of this little metal fiddly bit. So what I'm going to have is I'm going to have another track that goes this way. We're going to have another yeller that goes like that. But you are going to drop here. There you go. And that's going to go underground some distance away. Sure, there. I think I might be almost out of reds. I am. But again, I'm going to abuse the super long reach. Which I should have been doing, I guess, all along. I just changed like the distance to really high. So that we could minimize our running around here. Once we get bots, it's not really going to matter the same way, but there we go. So now, we're going to return our bits over here. We may as well put a... Oh, that's actually a bad place for it. Right here. Actually, that's not great either, unless I do that. That. There you go. Just a little lane balancer. Or I could, like, change the offset on these things, but that's going to be okay. So now you're going to do this. You'll balance between the left and right. And we're no longer going to produce things over here. Whoops. Unless we're out of material here. Which, for now, we still will be, because we don't have a lot of these blanks. Now, in theory, we're going to want, like, I guess, all of our catalyst production over here, which we don't really have space for. Although we can landfill a whole bunch. And if I'm, like, still kind of ridiculous on stuff, and be like, no, okay, well, we don't have enough stone. But I'm like, we'll leave the little pipe here. But, like, I can fill a bunch of this stuff in as we go and work on more of this. Or simply move it somewhere else, which might be best. Since we don't actually need access to... I just realized that. Since we don't actually need access to the oils themselves to make catalysts, we might want to have the catalysts be made. Not even on the bus. Like, we still need to... Well, maybe on the bus. But we still need to get the ores somewhere over here. So, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, yeah. You guys are just chilling here. I don't think it matters, but I'm going to do that to use both sides of your thing. It doesn't really make a difference, but what the hell, right? It'll feel better. So again, you're stalled here because this is all stalled because we don't actually need a whole lot of red catalysts. So most of these are just going to sit around and not do much. A few plates, that's okay. All right, and now we're making propane. So let's duplicate this. Like that. Oh, I didn't copy the power. How's my spacing here? Do I have 2 spaces? I think I do, don't I? Which isn't actually required. Doesn't hurt. So I don't know how many of these we're going to put down. That many. Just 'cause. Alright, you got power reaching everything. So because both these outputs are the same, we only need to use one of them. Okay, the outputs are all hooked up. I think what we're going to do here is make it so that all the, what is it, the naphtha? I think it's naphtha. All comes in and does this. And then the steam can be shared this way. Not that way. This way. And so we just got to get this stuff to come down here. And up that way. There we go. So this might be just a ridiculous amount of the red catalyst, but things are now happening. What are you complaining about? You're not getting steam as quickly as we would like. Are you serious? Like, this is really not going to be enough steam generation? Oh. This is not going to be pleasant. I can tell. Not pleasant on the power at all. But yeah, they're very much not getting steam quickly enough. I don't know how many of these are going to have to be on. I'm going to power a couple more here. Huh. I guess it's glowing red hot is what we're seeing with the graphic here. And okay, it looks like that may be enough. I mean, I guess I could count. You produce... Actually, I don't know how quickly you produce steam. 80% efficiency, pollution... Yeah, I actually don't know. But it seems to be enough. Alright, so we are now getting our propane gas. Hooray! Now what happens? Now there's still probably going to be we're probably going to need to put like logic-based stack burners on a bunch of these. So if they get like 99% full, we like burn off some of the excess or some goddamn thing. We'll have to be really sure that we're using things appropriately. For now, I guess I'm mostly happy to just be banking all this stuff. It's so colorful. All right. Plastic. So we've got propane. What do we do with it? Plastic. Liquid plastic. Propane turns into liquid plastic in liquefiers or chemical plants or advanced chemical plants. Now, does it say, hold on, does it say their work rate on that pop-up? No, it's just got their name. Because there's energy consumption might be a concern, but I think it's mostly going to be about the crafting speed. Looks like... Oh, that's oil refinery. 2. Why is this one more than that? This is advanced chemical plant, but it's got a lower crafting speed than chemical plant Mark II. Well, whichever. And then the other question is, where do we actually make the plastic? And how do we get it to our bus? Probably by train. What I'm thinking we do is we build the plastic drop-off right over here. And for now, we produce the plastic here, just get it on a train. Later, we may move where a plastic gets produced. We do have more real estate over here, which isn't too bad. We're not currently set up to like get a train over there, unless we completely fill in all of this. But we actually don't have that much landfill kicking around. But yeah, I think that's the idea. This thing is going to go away. We can actually get rid of this pin completely. We don't know we're doing long-term steel smelting. It's going to be weird and different with all the molten shit. I mean, in a sense, there's nothing stopping me from just belting down here with the plastic. But I think later, that's not going to be scalable enough. So let's just do the plastic down here, because we can just piggyback off a little bit of this propane. Okay, how about that far, since we've run out of stuff? And then we've got advanced chemical plants, like that, which can make liquid plastic. Now, I realize this is not the, super efficient way. We'll have to go to the next step of making plastic later, but for now, we'll do this. Pipe, 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 pipe. No pipes. That's okay. Now I see why, like, this is... setting the reach mod to, like, near infinite levels might be a little cheesy, but man, oh man, does it make the life a lot easier. Don't even need logistic spots. If I can remember where the hell everything is. Alright, so we're going to do this. We're getting a lot of alarms. What's getting blown up? Some of the guns, some of the walls. We're okay. And things are going to change so dramatically once we get plastic up and running. It feels to me like... Oh, I guess we did need it actually for the reach. Put that back there. Okay, so propane into plastic. Why aren't you running? Because you're connected to the fucking steam pipes, you freaking frick. And inventory is full. Iron ore. Goes into right here. There. Go away. Let me clear you. Delete. I'm going to take you, because I'm going to grab all this. Then I'm going to delete this, because I want to move it. And we probably need to blow up the pipes to get rid of all the garbage inside them anyway. Oh, I was like, hold on, I've got more of those. What's going on? Or do I? Okay. So you got the red stuff. That's good. I'm going to go to here. Then that blueprint I grabbed, we're going to go and stick it right there. Thank you very much. So now... Wait, you fucking idiot. How many times are you going to make this mistake? It's the output we need, not the input. I swear, I'll get this at some point. It's this we need. It's okay. I'll just make the mistake 17 times. But 18th time, that's the charm. That's why it's my name. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me 18 times, become a strategy YouTuber. Now, tell me this is... Oh, There you go. Go and... Oh, you have inputs! You have outputs! Oh, wait. Now, this is still liquid plastic. We're also maybe jamming ourselves up where we're actually going to want our train station to be. I was trying to make a lot of space here, but I might have gone overboard. Nah, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. We can do a little T-junction to down here. Not like this one even gets used right now. Yeah, we'll have plenty of room, actually. I'm pretty sure, anyway. Okay, so you output liquid plastic. Now, the liquid plastic goes into plastic bars in assembling machines. Now, I guess one of the questions will be, like, at what rate? But I guess I may as well, you know, merge these together. So all the liquid plastic is going together. I don't think we need to put it into some sort of storage, unless it turns out that we need the plastic storage for something else. But I think this is going to be fine. If we just do that, you should have saved the rotation. No, you didn't. Why don't you save the rotation? I guess, yeah, because it wasn't blueprinted or anything, so fair enough. You produce plastic bars, so 2 per second, effectively. So we'll just use a blue. Here, I'll do that for even numbers. I will shift you, change your offset, okay. Boom, 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 boom. Really want that blinking to stop. You're going to go there. I know I don't actually have to build it at every one, but it's going to be fine. And so, we're going to do this. Oh, you actually aren't connected to the power? I'm somewhat surprised, but okay. So you are now producing plastic bars. Hooray! Huge success. I mean, this is actually close enough. I'm tempted to just run the plastic down here. Why not? Again, we'll want more. We'll probably need it on trains, but this is probably not going to be enough or the right combination in any way of plastic. Plus, we need to figure out the more materially efficient plastic later on. So, actually, yeah. I'm going to go and run you here. We'll just run a bunch of undergrounds to maybe not get in our way as much. And I think we need a whole... Oh, we do have a free bit right over there. Although, I'm going to want actual electronics to be on that. So, what we are going to do is we're going to blueprint these bad boys. Boom. Do that. Let me back you up just a scooch here. You're actually going to come out here because we might want you to run forward and backwards. I only have to worry about the one side right now. But we have plastic on a bus now. Good. Well, I say good. Now we have the exciting problem of making electronics, which I can't find anymore. So these things. Now, basic electronic components we were already building. We've got that. We've got solder. All we need to do is build transistors. And we've got plastic bars for that, which is great. I think we have tin copper wires. That's great too. What we don't have are silicon wafers. Silicon wafer. It's just the wafer thin. So for that we need silicon plates. And for silicon plates, we are going to be doing it with molten silicon, which is made from silicon ingots, which is made from silicon ore and carbon. Silicon ore is made from... Hold on, first I'm going to go back. No, that was just one recipe, the ingots. Silicon ore, silicon ingots, and something else. So I guess some gas plus that lets you do some things maybe more efficiently. But we'll probably start with this. So silicon ore is made... Now, the chunks, I remember, have to do with, like, the water processing of things. Or we can get it from mineral sludge. I don't know what that comes from. Slag processing. Okay. Or we can get it with more chunks and some catalysts. Or bobonium chunks. I mean, all of these seem to produce slag. And we got the crystals, which we don't have the tech for. So slag, which we can reprocess for some things. We get some more ore from these things. What I get the sense of, and I don't know if this is true, but it feels almost like, would you have like one central storage station for, say, all your iron ore? Because it looks like there's a few things that might output iron ore. So every now and again, you're going to want a train to go over to some site, pick up a bunch of iron ore, and drop it to some centralized location. Meanwhile, you have other things that sort of request iron ore, maybe from the depot. I don't know. So we're going to get a bunch of different things from the process of making sapphirite chunks, which we would do... Or no, we put sapphirite chunks through an ore sorting facility. Sapphirite chunks are done from crushed sapphirite plus purified water. Well, that doesn't sound too bad. We do also have the extra outputs of blue geodes and sulfuric wastewater that we'll have to figure out what to do with. But hey, so far, so good. We're nearly done mining out this rubidium over here. Rubite, that's what it's called. Okay, yeah, we still have storage over here. And that'll probably get dumped to something. Somehow get a little train in here or something like that. Or we just go underground to another side and then have a little rubidium depot train stop of some kind. I get the feeling that might be it. We'll see exactly what happens once we get our logistics rail system up. I haven't played with it. I haven't looked into what's involved in it. But I have a very distinct feeling that we might be able to make some pretty smart train stuff. And the fact that you'll get some things like apparently random iron ore every now and again through processes, and you might not be in a position to necessarily... to do them in the same place where you can like wire them together. They might be in disparate locations. Oh, and I'm full, so I can't pick that up, which is, I guess, okay. But anyway, just put down some more paths over here. So I guess it's the end of the episode. I don't think the next step is gonna be terribly difficult. I guess we'll just put down a little chest here maybe for some more of these colorful bits. I don't think the next step is going to be tremendously difficult, and all of a sudden we are going to unlock the next level electronics, which is required for a lot of the Mark II type things. I suspect the next tier of science is mostly reliant on that. Circuit boards and water, yeah. Femto laser emitters and focuses. Okay, these are just more materials. Need the naphtha and fuel oil. So we got everything for that. We've got everything for that. We've got naphtha. We've got fuel oil, so we can make the chemical laser flash fuel. Which we need the flash fuel to put stuff together, plus the water, which is fine, plus the circuit board. Yeah, so we can get unilived atomic matter working. And the weapons tech, we need to build weapons testing circuits, which we can... Actually, I think we might have been able to do this already. Yeah, actually, we could have done this a while ago. Now, we can't build this full spectrum atomics lab. So the question is whether our current electrochemics lab would have allowed us to do the gray stuff. But I think that's mostly weapon tech, and I don't think it was as much of a concern for us. So we'll see. And we've got to move our science at some point, right? Because our science right now is here. And while that's been great for the red and green, I'm not really planning on shipping the other science tech over here. So is this more, what is this one? More just crude oil directly, which is not that far away. We could go ahead and pump this through a pipeline pretty easily to help supply more crude oil over here. Not that we're using... Oh, no, we are splitting crude. So that might not be a bad thing. Plastic. And lots of it. That is very exciting. I'm really pumped. All right, thanks for watching, folks. See you next time.